So everywhere I go, I keep hearing Itel City 100, City 100, like people's life depended on it. One of the reasons why a lot of people talk about this device is that the price is actually less than 120,000 naira. Cool, right? But there's actually more. Honestly, you can't deny that this phone is nice when it comes to the design. The other day, I did a review of the Xiaomi Poco C71, a phone that is less than 100,000 naira with some awesome design as well. My next video will be a comparison of both phones. Since we are talking about the Itel City 100 in this video, let me mention the standard specs. First off, the actual price of the phone ranges from 107,000 naira to 115,000 naira, depending on your location and the seller. With this amount, the City 100 offers 4 GB of RAM, expandable up to 12 GB. Then the storage space is 128 GB. This is probably the cheapest phone that supports infrared sensor with the remote control app pre-installed. Itel also added their AI assistant called Havana on the device, along with the new landscape display for Android. Despite that it's an entry-level phone, Itel has it on the packaging box that this phone will not lag for at least 6 months. This is really promising because so far I have not seen any entry-level phone that does not lag. In fact, most of them lag from the very first time you turn the phone on. The phone is also rated IP64 and they bragged about it being dust and water resistant. If this IP rating is correct, then it is really dust resistant, but not entirely water resistant. If it falls inside water, it will surely get damaged, but it can survive splash water, wet hands and usage under the rain. The battery capacity is 5200 mAh, slightly stronger than batteries that powers an average Android device. It supports 18-watt charging and powered by the Unisoc T7250 processor. It is also worth mentioning that the IPS display comes with a 90Hz refresh rate and based on Android 14. How can I forget the 13-megapixel autofocus primary camera and the 8-megapixel selfie sensor? Inside the box, you get a bumper case, an 18-watt charging brick, an earpiece, a Type-C cable and a SIM remover. As for the earpiece, don't even think too much about it because this type of earpiece should not even exist in 2025. Now that I have highlighted the main specs, let's see the actual performance. But before then, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and you like this video, because if you do, anytime you are hungry, you will dream of eating fried rice and shaking with a bottle of cold water. Starting with the design, no argument about this one. This is super amazing for an entry-level device. Knowing that this is one of the cheapest Android phones around makes it very cool. You are using a phone that is less than 120k, but it doesn't feel like it. It comes with a matte back and a triple camera setup. There's actually one camera lens here, maybe two, but I suspect that this second camera lens is actually the infrared sensor, the one that enables the phone to serve as a remote. The last one is just a design and it is so obvious, and I think that this non-functioning third camera lens contributes a lot to the beauty of this phone. I really like the way this phone gives a premium feel, especially when the bumper case is attached, giving it a slightly different look. The fingerprint scanner is attached to the power button, which is at the same side with the volume control. The City 100 supports dual SIM slots and an SD card slot. At the bottom of the phone, you will find the audio jack, the microphone, the Type-C charging port and the speaker. The thing is, we can't just buy a phone based on design alone. Otherwise, for this design and price, this phone is supposed to sell like mad. Anyways, as we talk about other features of this phone, we might find better reasons why we can recommend this phone, aside from the design, which is already 100% for me. The display is a regular IPS screen of 720 pixels with a maximum of 90Hz refresh rate. It offers a very bright display, which means that content on the screen can be seen under sunlight. The only downside of this display is the relatively large bezels around the screen, but this is very okay. You don't expect a phone in this price range to come with a better display. However, if it does come with a better display in the future, which I really hope so with the way entry-level phones are being upgraded every time, then we say kudos to Itel. When it comes to the camera, what can this pretty super affordable Itel City 100 offer? Let's find out. Unlike other entry-level devices, it offers a lot of camera modes. This is the first time you get to see the dual video mode and the slow motion mode on a device in this price range. It also supports a night mode and time-lapse mode. Then the vlog mode. It's an excellent way of capturing exciting moments, and this camera have you covered. The quality of pictures from this camera is so impressive. First, the brightness, then details and sharpness. You can't compare the quality of this camera with those of mid-range devices because those ones are actually better, but this one on the City 100 is in another level. The portrait mode does well in securing a measure of blurred background if you are close enough to the camera. Though the focus and blur level is limited, we can live with that. Both the portrait and regular photo mode takes great pictures and can be used for product pictures as well. It works more effectively under controlled lighting if you are taking product pictures inside. These are some of the products from Megalight stores. Just in case you want to patronize us, you can reach out to us with the number on the screen. But the main focus here is how clear this camera renders these products. Under a controlled lighting setting, you can also get the most from the video mode, but not as good as the photo mode. I noticed that shaky hands reduces the quality of video footage. Even with this, the footage is not a bad idea for an entry-level user. The 8-megapixel selfie camera also offers clear pictures, but there is something with 8-megapixel sensors. It makes the subject's face rough. This is not to say that the camera is not good. Every camera has its limitations. Besides, the portrait mode does a good job in providing well-focused portrait pictures. This is a video I took with the selfie camera. I just want to mention that neither the front nor the back camera can be used for content making. You might just not like the quality. For the price of this phone, the design is amazing, the display is okay, and the camera is good. What about the performance? I think performance is one of the most important parts of every device because if the performance is not good, it might take you almost forever to open a simple app. So how good is the performance of this phone? The Unisoc T7250 processor is a stable CPU, the same one that powers the Xiaomi Poco C71. I already did the review of the Poco C71. I used the device for a while and I can tell that the processor is good. In fact, one website even rates the Unisoc T7250 in the same rank as the Helio G80 from MediaTek. What this means is that when moderately used without installing excess games or apps, the Itel City 100 should not lag. And as I mentioned earlier, Itel even promised a 60 months fluency guarantee for this device. I have seen lesser Unisoc processors handling a few high graphic games before, and I'm sure that this one can too. But I'd rather not try to find that, just to ensure that nothing goes wrong with this phone. Despite the good rating for this processor and the fluency guaranteed by Itel, I noticed that when I turned the phone on for the first time, it took a little more than the usual time to load up. That is normally the first sign of any phone that will lag. With what I saw, I can't give any assurance that this phone will run smoothly without lagging. If you are concerned about the battery, this processor is known for its power efficient ability, and the battery, which is rated 5200 mAh, is also strong. Before now, we used to say buy entry-level phones for children and elderly parents. But with this kind of upgrade and the economy, my friend, if you don't have enough money, go and get one of these devices for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comment section of this video and see you in my next video.